Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of SJ-05, the Stag Beetle from Tokumei Sentai Go-busters. This is Stag Buster's main mech. This will be, even despite, like, you look at this and think, oh, this will be a pretty short review. Nope, because we have to do this guy's functions, and then he has a bunch of dudes to combine with, because I am doing the Great Go-buster combination in this video. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. This is his jet mode, which isn't too bad. It definitely does give you a Transformer vibe, like a Seeker, a little bit of a fat Seeker, like he's been on retirement for a little bit. But it's still not bad. Like, the paint all looks good on it, I think. And overall, it's really not that terrible. It could be a little sleeker, but I guess for transformation it can be. But really not a lot to it. No wheels or anything. No missile firing action or any shenaniganery. So then to get its beetle mode, it's really simple. Just take the nose here and you fold it back and it's going to hit this button and it's going to pop out the beetle horns. So that's cool, right? And then take these two little pieces, which almost like camouflage in, and you fold them all the way forward and they're going to create legs, or the front legs, and then you fold these wings up. These things are going to come out to become the back legs, and then you can fiddle with these if you want, like up or down, whatever you want to do, but I just don't really care. But so there you have the Stag Beetle. If I can get his leg to be normal. So there you go. Really not a whole lot to it. I really do like the transformation. I think it's quite fun. It's just kind of a nice one to, like, you know, just sit there, watch a TV, mess around with. You can transform quickly and easily. It's just one of those, like, really fun ones that it's just kind of like a fun transformer to transform. I don't know. I just like the transformation. I think it's simplistic and fun. And I like the look of the Stag mode. I prefer it to the Jet for sure, but I think it's a nice look for it. Looks pretty good. So instead of having a third robot mode like its Beet Buster brother, this guy can now combine with people's. So he can combine with Go-Buster Ace, and then of course with Go-Buster Beet to form Buster Hercules. I'm going to do Go-Buster Ace first because he's first. He's CB01. He's like first. He's like a YouTube troller, but in mech form. So here we have him. So this is pretty simple, and actually it's pretty much the exact same formation with this guy as it is to Beet Buster in terms of what you do to this. So you're just going to take this whole back piece off. I'm going to set it aside, and now separate this piece, and just basically you're taking out the nose middle, and then putting this piece back together. I'm trying not to make it top heavy. I'm trying to think of steps. Let's do this first. Take this, and you're going to put it in the back. Like this. There we go. Come on. Stick on in there. Whoops. I stuck his arm up by mistake. Come on. I guess I could fold these out a little bit to make it a little bit easier. There we go. So that is all copacetic. So now, what are you doing over here? Okay. So, let's see, what step do I want to do next? Because I know that sometimes when I do this in a weird order, he'll become top heavy. Let's do this piece first. So this piece is really simple. Just to release the nose, just press this and that'll be all good. Then you have this piece here, which is his handle. And this is going to become sort of a giant blaster weapon. Because I always think, you know what I want for a blaster weapon? Just like the head of a plane. Just, that seems really convenient and stuff. So, yeah, he's staying stable. Okay, now, for this, it's really easy. Fold this piece out here, and now take him and do like you're going to be doing some Go-Buster, combinations and knock that piece off, and then fold this up, and if you've seen my reviews, you know I like to do it like that. Yeah, come back here. Let's put him back on. Come on, buddy. Oops. Just get on there. Just go in your home. There we go. So now we're just going to basically attach this like so. And there you have that combination. I think it's nice that they tried to add something to this and give it more playability, which can be fun. I'm not really a fan of the combination. I mean, I don't think it's so bad him having a blaster, but that's just kind of stupid. This kind of reminds me, in both this and the next case, of the Samurai line, where they're just like, let's just attach the whole damn thing to his arm and just forget about the rest. But I don't know. Like I said, it's neat that they tried to do something, but I don't really care either way. But at least they tried. So now, we're gonna hand him. There we go. We're gonna take this all away, and come on, let go of him. And now Ace is gonna go off into the corner and hopefully combine with his friends off screen somewhere. And now we're going to bring in our other friend. I almost said Beet Buster, Go-Buster Beet. So now, what we are gonna do with this guy, like I said, is pretty similar. You're gonna put the gun in his hand again, this time using this as the sort of handle. And that shouldn't destabilize him too much. And now take this piece here, which was used for a lot of the crane formations, and fold it out. Take this piece off. And now we're going to stick this on the front. It's going to be kind of like a nipple cannon. And then, I'm going to fold this other piece up. Take this piece, this is going to store in the back. You just have to find this little groove thing here, and it fits right there. It's like a nice butt flap. It's really nice. He's a huge George of the Jungle and Tarzan fan, so this really makes him happy. And then I can't find the damn peg because I'm too busy worrying about the bit. Come on, there we go. And now we're just gonna take this, and instead of having like a peg to slide it in, it's just gonna use this and this to kind of snap on like that. And there we go. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Take these face panels out here, and you flip them out, and he gets a new face. So that's cool. There you go. There you have Buster Hercules. That's the wrong name. I swear to God. It's like, Hercules! Hercules! I'm sorry, I could not make the joke. But so, to be honest, I kind of dig this formation in a way. I think that it looks a little disproportionate with the arm being like that and this one being longer with the gun. But otherwise, it's not too bad. Like, it's not the best thing, but I don't really mind it in the show. And in toy form, it doesn't look really too bad. It's kind of better than the Go-Buster Ace one for sure. But yeah, I don't. It's not bad. I kind of enjoy it. Alright, so now we are going to begin the next step, which is Great Go-Buster, which is basically combining these two dudes with Go-Buster O. So, things are going to get a little hectic. If I forget something or mess something up, I'm sorry. I'm only human. I'm trying my best here. But so, it might get a little crowded in here. This is the most space I can get. This is more space than I used to have for my mecha reviews and Megazord reviews. So just bear with me. So to start this off, I'm just going to disassemble him and set his pieces to the right, and then we'll bring in Go-Buster O and start prepping him. So for this, let's see. Well, basically, like I said, we're going to disassemble him. So take this piece, we're going to set it aside. For some early prep, we'll take this piece, and I'm going to separate it and then set it aside. Let's see what else. Fold his head back like that. Take this piece, I'm also going to set it aside. Pretty much this is like not even helpful because we're just setting everything aside with doing some minor prep. Take the crane arm piece, set it aside. And now take this piece, snap it back together, and then as you know, you can raise this up. You raise me up, something like that. That was really horrible, like American Idol style singing. Press these two buttons and it'll snap back into place. And now I'm going to separate the top half from the bottom and then have to do this again. And then this side, we are actually going to separate them and set them to the side as well. And things are just slowly disappearing from the camera. This is a magic act. And now him, you're going to want to basically take him back to beetle head mode. And pull this out and put this back in. And put him back in beetle head mode. And we're good. So now we'll bring in Ace. And
Did
get
I
him
say
Ace? I meant Go-Buster O. So here we have Go-Buster O. And so to prep him, we're basically going to be undressing him and cutting off his limbs. So we'll take this sword, which is kind of difficult to get out, and we'll set it aside. And then you're actually going to take the arms off and set them aside as well. And just go ahead and fold the fists in. So, same deal here. Take this arm off and take this propeller piece off and set that aside. It's going to be separate from it now, and fold the arm in. So you got those ready. And then you're going to take poor Gorosaki here out of his house, which is pretty easy considering how loose it's usually in there. Take the helmet off. Helmet off. Don't take that piece off. That piece wasn't supposed to fall off. So let's put that back on. So I believe that is actually it for Go-Buster O prep. Now it's just a matter of deciding what damn you! We want to do first. Okay. So I think we'll do the feet first because they're pretty much already ready. You just need to take the actual feet from that to put them away. I don't even know what that said. So basically this is the feet pieces. They're going to kind of be like slippers, and I guess a similar style to G6 or any such sort. So they're going to fit right on the bottom here. Now what I might do is I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to peg it in, but then I might just go off camera to do it because of the angle, and I'm worried about knocking over the camera. I don't want to do something like that and embarrass myself, and then have it on camera and just have you watching a bunch of time me struggling. So you can see here there's like holes and pegs that line up on the bottom here, and just put them on. Let's see if I can do the first one on camera, and then just get the second one to do it off camera. Come on, just sit on it. That sounded wrong. So there we go, I think I got that one. I'll take the other one, almost forgot to fold the foot piece in. And they're not, like, they secure in with these pegs here. Totally. But, like, they're not the most secure thing in the world, which bothers me. Or makes me nervous a little bit. Come on. Oh wow, that actually went better than I expected. Okay, so now you just got them to be really tall. So this is decapitated tall formation. Okay, that's not official. I was making that up. Okay, so what part do we want to do next? Let's do this backing piece, which hopefully won't fall over. So you're going to take the beetle head here, and we're going to take the former rabbit pieces here, and we are going to plug them in on the sides like this. Like this. And then, where are you? Gorosaki, the little head droid thing, and we're gonna put him up here, and he's gonna, you'll see there's like two little slots up in here that go with these side panels, and he just kind of slides in. There's no click or anything, it's just kind of like a rest. He just kind of rests there. And so you'll see there's two pegs here. And I'm gonna flip this guy around and get the camera angle up a little bit so you can see, so you're not just looking at his feet. And up here in his back, there's two holes, and we're gonna not knock over the camera and put them in. Whoops. It's kind of hard to do because I can't see with this angle, so just give me a second here. There you go. And now we're gonna carefully turn him around. So for the next part, I think we will do the arms. So these are gonna be the arms. So it's pretty simple, just fold the leg and the horn back in, and fold this back, and you are going to have your first arm. You can find it here. You see it's fist, and then just plug it in. Whoops. Flip that up too and plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. I don't know where that came from. So same deal here. Just fold everything back in all nicely. That one folded itself. And then you got the fist. Line it up. I always forget that part. There we go. So now we are getting closer, my friends. Okay, this is going to be a gun again on this arm, so let's just lift that up, and it sticks in. And then he takes his whole arm with him. It's like so heavy that it dislocates his whole shoulder. So, let's do that. Let's see. Next up, let's set this aside and do this part last. Take this piece here, and we are going to put it where Gorosaki used to have his place, and you just have to finagle it in. It's a little bit tricky. There we go. And then take the former propeller piece, and you kind of, is it this way? Yeah. Fold it out like this, and you're gonna stick it in like that. So that's cool. And now, second to last, we have the spear weapon, which is gonna come from this, and it's pretty simple. Just take the former Ace weapon, or the Go-buster weapon, I don't know why I keep calling it Ace, stick it in the top, and the helmet from Go-buster, and it goes here, so he's like, I can just carry Carly Beth's face around now that I'm the Haunted Mask. And then pull this little piece out, which stuck itself out early in the review, and there you have its spear. And then, because I'm like a nerd that always likes to do this part last, let's zoom in. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, not the Imperial March. So the mask, there, it will go on to complete the formation. Boom, 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 boom. So there we have it. If I did mess up anything or forgot anything or something's out of place, I do apologize. This is a bit of a difficult one to do in these quarters and such. So it's a bit frazzled sometimes. So I apologize. I did the best I could. But there it is, the big cluster F of this year so far. And I'm going to be honest, I think I am one of the few that actually kind of likes it. Now, I think it looks better in the show, kind of like I said in Go-busters, when I did that review. I think it looks better in the show than in toy form, but I kind of dig it. Like, I think it looks really big and powerful, and I like the spear weapon, and I like the helmet, and I just like everything on it. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's see if we can do this without messing things up. Get you a side view here. And I think it fits together rather well. I mean, it's still got that cluster F quality to it, but it's not that badly planned in my opinion. I mean, a lot of things seem worse. Like, I think Samurai Howl's kind of silly sometimes, but I think this isn't really that bad, and it fits together nicely. And another thing I like is like that we can actually use all the mech we have in this formation. Like, last year I had a problem with the fact that so many of Gokai's final formations and like mid-final formations involved taking out pieces of Gokaio, so you would just have like random legs and stuff just sitting there, and so it's not truly a final formation. And that bothered me just on like a OCD-like level, and then also on the fact that when I collect these, it's easier just to combine them all into this and store it in one place than have to like store legs in other places or just be all separate. But so yeah, I quite like it, and I'm glad we have something else to do with this. So I'm one of the few, but I do like it. I think it's pretty nice looking, actually. It's pretty powerful looking. The speaker's awesome. And I'm just glad we have stuff combining all together again. But so, overall, as for the Stag Jet, I do recommend it. I think it's a fun little toy. If you're just gonna get one, for whatever reason, out of Beet and Stag Busters, I would get Go-Buster Beet, just because that can do more on its own. But if you're gonna get him, Go-Buster Beet, I recommend you get the Stag Jet, because you can do a lot with it, just with those two and with your other mecha. And if you have the other ones, you might as well pick up both to do this and have all the fun out of it. And just on its own, though, I guess the Stag Jet's not that bad, or the Stag Beetle's not that bad of a purchase, because I found it kind of fun just on its own. But overall, I do recommend both of them, Stag Beetle also. I think just overall, the whole Go-Buster mech line has been a lot of fun. Just the Go-Buster line in general has been fun, but I think the mechs line has been a lot of fun, because there's quite a lot you can do with them, just individually in their individual formations, or on all these different formations, so I think it has been fun. But that is about it. Once again, if I made any mistakes, I apologize. I know I've been known to make them in the past. I still hope you enjoyed the review. Until next time, make sure you check out writersrangersandrambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible. Until next time, this is your friendly neighborhood Dawson Writer, signing